Hi friends, I am coming with an AEM repository migration video series. This is going to be a video series with 3 videos. In the first video, I'll talk about AEM storage concepts and repository migration tools and options available. In next video, I'll talk about how do we install AEM with S3 data store, what is Amazon S3 bucket, how do we configure S3 bucket in AWS. And I'll talk about the AEM setup with S3 and how do we upload data into AEM, and we will be validating the uploaded data in S3 bucket. The third video, I'll talk about AEM setup with the file data store as an option. We will see how do we use the CRX2O tool to migrate the assets between various repositories. Storage concepts. We all know that previous AEM version used Jackrabbit as the backend storage option, wherein the latest one uses the Oak. If we see the difference between Jackrabbit and Oak, the first one could be the temporary file is created whenever there is a file transaction happening, wherein the latest Oak, binaries are split into blocks of 2 MB. Blocks are processed in memory so that temp files are never needed. In case of Jackrabbit, file handles are kept open, wherein Oak, the file handles don't need to be kept open during the file processing. In case of Jackrabbit, the sharding is slow, wherein Oak, the sharding is trivial because each block is processed separately. And another added advantage in Oak is the blob store uses SHA-256 algorithm, which is more faster compared to other. We know that AEM stores data in different formats. It can be either binary data or content. Binary data will be saved in the data store, and there are 3 types of data store. First one is Amazon S3, and next one is Azure data store, and the last one is file data store. Both Amazon and Azure are treated as cloud storage, and we know that base of content is the node store. Node store can be of 2 types, either it can be of segment node store, also called as StarMK, and the other one is the document node store. Segment node store provides maximal performance in standalone deployments, wherein document node store ensures maximal scalability in clustered deployments. The base of segment node store is the tar. The segments are collectively stored in tar files and checksum to ensure their integrity. And the base of document node store is Mongo. It horizontally scales and supports failovers, but not fast as StarMK and not easy to maintain. You can go through the video description for more details. Repository migration options or tools available. Here I have covered a set of tools available as part of the repository migration. First one is Vault Remote Copy. Jackrabbit Vault offers a simple method to copy nodes between repository, and this works based on HTTP protocol. The second tool is called Grabbit. Grabbit provides a fast and reliable way of copying content from one Sling instance to another. Grabbit creates a stream of data using Google's protocol buffer saga protobuf. Protocol buffers are extremely efficient binary protocol that includes compression, and this is again over HTTP. A third tool called Recap. This is a CRX sync option based on Vault RCP. This tool also works based on HTTP. Another tool is called CRX2O. This is basically for CRX sync option and a tool provided by Adobe. This is not working based on the HTTP protocol. There is another tool called S3 Asset Ingester. It pulls files from Amazon S3 bucket instead of the local file system. You can load a directory of assets into AEM very easily with this tool. Because of the ability to overload a server with assets, this tool only appears for the admin user right now. This is again works based on HTTP.